Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz. So today we are once again back in Subnautica. We once again have that silly little life pod beacon stuck on, so we'll get rid of that. Wonderful stuff. And here we are, back in the shallows of Subnautica. So last time we took our... so bright. We took our Nautilus, the Cyclops over there, which you can see. Brought that back safely without any fuss or issues whatsoever, if I recall correctly, which I'm sure I do. Brought that back from the Lost River on its final journey, and then started work on building the Neptune up. So the next part of the Neptune, so we built the boosters. If we pop up, you can see the boosters sat there quite happily. The next part, which I believe is the fuel tank for the Neptune, is it requires crystalline sulfur. Now, crystalline sulfur, I'm going to give you 3 guesses where crystalline sulfur comes from. One of your guesses was the Lost River, where we just left in a spectacular ceremony, pretty much. You would not be far wrong. We do have to go back to the Lost River to get that. So first of all, just going through the comments, Queen Shiza said she was very happy to see the fish released from their tank and out amongst the areas of the base. She did point out something which I noticed as well, which is that the fish we released were just hanging around outside the base. So I don't think it'll survive a quit and a reloading of the game. I think that's something that'll be session specific, much like when we had to dig ourselves out with the Cyclops. All that land will now have regenerated because that's to do with the session, not to do with the game save itself. But we'll see. We have to go back to the Lost River anyway, so I guess we'll find out. Indy pointed out we have to go back to the Lost River. He said either teleport or activate LifePod 2's beacon and head southwest from there. I'm not entirely sure of that route that he means. We do have lots of teleporter beacons up for... not beacons, teleporters. I should have stuck with teleporter. Have many of those open to us now. The only real issue with that is that the teleporters themselves tend to be a little bit away. So we could travel to the weapons base and we could get in a teleporter there. And we could go to... well, one takes us to the actual containment facility, which we then have to get from there back to the other portals, and then one does go to the Lost River, but it's a bit of a faff, isn't it? A bit of a faff. And where does the one inside the base go? Oh, do you know, it goes to the power, doesn't it? Yeah, it goes to the power facility, because that's where we got stuck with the lava lizards. So that goes to the power facility, which again, you'd have to travel from there either to the containment facility or out of the lava zone to get there anyway. So, not ideal. Not ideal. What am I looking for? Some food and water before we go on our little escapade. So we'll pick up 3 of those. We will eat 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. We will stab one of them. And then we will replenish our sources. So... now, somewhere in here it does tell us what we need to build the Neptune, but I've got literally no idea where it is now, so I think it's literally going to be easier for us to just go over here and look at the Neptune platform itself. Yeah, and then we will get into our prawn suit, we will head to LifePod 2 and head southwest from there, I guess, and see what route that takes us on. We never did... someone pointed out that you could rename the beacons so that you knew which ones they were. So we have beacons by all of our teleporter entrances, but we don't really know what beacon is what. Which is a little bit of a pain. So, how much crystalline sulfur does it need? It needs 4, and we have 2. It may be worth trying to get a couple more while we're down there, just in case, but it depends on how easy it is to find. Comment-wise, what else was said? Indy also said you may want to take the drill arm off of your prawn suit to enable you to actually pick things up. Because the crystalline sulfur will be under the miasma sort of stuff, so we want to avoid going in that if we can. What do we have in our inventory at the moment? Some food, some health. We don't have any food? We do have some food. Perfect. So beacon-wise then, that's beacon 2. So is beacon 2, was that the first one we put down? Oh no, he didn't say beacon 2, did he? He said, oh. Why would beacon 2 be before beacon 1? He said LifePod 2, didn't he? Let's just check what Indy said. LifePod 2's beacon. Oh, there it is. And where is Life Pod 2? Quite far away, actually. Quite far away. Now, I'm guessing Beacon 1 is the entrance to... It must be the first beacon we put down, is what I'm trying to say. So Beacon 1, that should be right next to the entrance for the Lost River that goes to our base. So these other beacons, which I have coloured up ever so lovely, these are the ones that head to... Why is Beacon 1... Oh, they're not quite in the same place, but they're very close to each other. Remarkably close, in fact. That is crazy. So these are the ones where the other teleporters are. There's one that's 1,200 meters away, which isn't bad, actually. One's just 800 meters away. That, I wonder if that one is going to be the one that is in the, like that first jelly ray foresty thing we were in. So we're definitely going to head to that one, wherever that one was. Beacon 5. Okay, cool. Let's head over here then. We still have our drill arm on for the moment, but we will keep that on for now. So we're heading northwest. I thought it was more of a northerly direction that the sort of jelly ray forest was, but maybe I'm just slightly misremembering it. Maybe it's just a bit wider. Maybe it encompasses all of those. Yes, alright, you can chill right out, sunshine. None of your shenanigans. Please and thank you. We do have a little bit of damage, actually. Not sure where that even came from. Did I just go past the beacon? I don't think I did, but where the hell's it gone? There it is, right. It's quite close, but it's a little deep, which I think is why I lost it a little bit. And that does actually suggest to me that is probably going to be the jelly ray forest one, because that wasn't deep necessarily, but it was deeper than the surrounding territory. So, just past here then. So not the one I was thinking of by the look of it. So what biome is this one in? Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Yes it is. 100% it is. This is what I thought. This is, I'm pretty sure this is what they call the jelly ray forest, isn't it? Are they not jelly rays? I don't know. I think they are. I think they are. Right, so that actually works out really nicely for us then. That is nice and close. What's this? Lithium. Is it worth getting some more lithium? I think we've got a fair bit, but since it's right there, let's have a quick drill-a-rooney. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did get quite a lot, but I know we also did have to look around for a little bit, so might not hurt having a little bit extra in stock. And lithium is what you use for the polymer alloy, right? If I recall correctly, it's 2 lithium and a titanium ingot, I think. So we might get to the last stage of the rocket and it's like, you need 12 polymer ingots. And come on, a little bit more. There are a couple more comments as well I haven't gone through yet, but I got a bit distracted by the somewhere in here. Because the beacon, where did I leave the beacon? Just there, look. Alright then, so what were the other comments? We had Gog, or as he is now known, Matija Z, said, awesome, that made my day. Well, you are entirely welcome, Gog. I'm so happy that my videos bring any kind of positivity, that's the word. Positivity into your lives. It just fills me with all sorts of lovely, warm feelings. Let's get going through the portal. And Storm Knight, the wonderful and consistent Storm Knight, said there is a heat vent in the safe shallows. You can park the Nautilus at Prawn Suit to recharge, which is really useful. I didn't see it. I did mean to have a bit of a look actually, but I completely forgot. But I suspect it's not too far away. So we have that if we need to charge rather than worrying about charging up the power cells. But we could do that as well, I suppose, in the base. He also sort of forgot that you need that much crystalline sulfur, and said again it only comes from the Lost River. The other thing that Storm Knight mentioned was he asked if I had cuttlefish hatched. And if I do have cuttlefish, one, don't forget to take it outside if it's in its container, which we do have 2 cuttlefish and they are both outside as it already stands. So that's not a problem. But he said before you go, you should definitely play with it a few times and say goodbye to it, which I think is a really sweet idea actually. Follows on from Queen Shiza's suggestion of releasing all of the fish we've captured back into the world. So it's the lower. Yeah, it's the lower entrance on the left. Cool. So, let's get some of this. And then we need to wonder which one of the portals takes us to the Lost River. Pretty sure it's on the side that I'm now facing. I don't think it was in one of the first. It definitely wasn't the first one, was it? The first one was the glowy balls, for lack of a better word, of which there are definitely better words. I don't think it was the last one that we went into either, so I think it might be this one, but let's find out if my memory is correct. I don't have high hopes, I'll be honest with you. And then we need to look for some crystalline sulfur. Yep, okay, good, excellent. So I don't think this is the Lost River. This is the one which has all of the stuck, what are they called? I want to say jawfish, but I'm not sure if that's... I don't know if I can get down from here, because this isn't technically underwater, is it? I'll get out from here, even. Yeah, I may have caused myself a bit of a problem here. Surely they've encountered that before, and they've put some sort of sneaky bridge you can get up, right? Yeah, over there. That looks like you can get up there, doesn't it? Okay, just for a second I was like, maybe in playtesting nobody ever fell down there in a prawn suit, which wouldn't be the most mind-blowing thing, would it? So we're heading towards Beacon 4. Don't know, because we couldn't name our beacons, or because we didn't name our beacons. It is possible. I was just told it's very finicky to try and do that in standard pancake mode, let alone in VR mode. So yes, not the Lost River is the answer. 4 is not the Lost River. We suppose we could have tried comparing our beacons to where the cameras were. That might have made sense. Then we don't know which beacon actually relates to which portal, do we? Because it was, what was it? It was 5, wasn't it? That took us... that was the Jelly Ray one, right? That was 5, and this is 4. Well, that's not the order I'd expect that to go in at all. So taking a little bit more damage from those stupid creatures. Stuck in this... not underwater cave. Well, I suppose technically underwater. Not filled with water cave is what I should probably say. Yes, I was wondering if we could try and figure out which beacon belongs to which by the order that I think I went through the portals in compared to where they are in relation to other things, but I thought the order I went through them was looking towards the containment facility door, sort of back left, front left, and then back right, front right. That's what I thought we did. So I thought we started over there, and went over there, and then did this one, and then did that one. But that one is numbered 5, and this one is numbered 4, which kind of suggests I'm a liar in every single way, really, doesn't it? So let's check this one. Invariably, I'm now expecting this one to be the wrong one. And the first portal that I think we would have gone through to be the Lost River one. Let's find out. And I do need to repair. I should do that when we get out on the other side of this, I think. This looks a little bit Lost River-y, doesn't it? It looks very Lost River-y. Okay. So our power tool is, or a repair tool I should say, not a power tool, is down to under 60% power now, 58, 57, 56 when we finish, yeah, down to 56% power. So we do need to charge that up. If we've got a chance to swim around for a little bit at some point, we could do that. So let's make sure this is the Lost River, though I'm fairly confident that it is. And then we shall take the drill arm off of the prawn suit so we can pick up the crystalline sulfur in its native habitat without having to worry about it. It definitely is. Yeah, there's the waterfall that's behind. Okay, let's come out of this. Don't want storage. Don't want power cell. Where are the upgrades?
Welcome aboard.
Oh, maybe we'll be better off if we're outside so we can swim around it. Yeah, there's the upgrades hatch. But does it... Did I take out the standard arm? So if I take that off, does it just do nothing? Oh no, we do have the hand as standard, okay. We have lost what I would class as Beacon 3. One of our main attack vectors. That's a bit of a pain that he's right there in our face as soon as we get here, isn't it? Not really much we can do about it, just stomp around and hope he gets bored. So Beacon 3 is the Lost River, Beacon 4 is the Jelly Ray Forest. Those are the two that we're really interested in, particularly at the moment. So I think the exit was roughly this direction, if I recall correctly. And we need to go and look for some... what's it called? Miasma? What do they call this? I keep saying miasma, but I don't know if that's actually correct. So we need to look for some deeper stuff of this. And a bit of lithium. Yes, it is. And then see if we can't see any crystalline sulfur. I suppose what we could do is aim ourselves towards the base that's down here. And if we happen to come across the base, wherever that happens to be, that way, then we can always use the scanner room that's in there, couldn't we? That's what I'm thinking. That's my thought process. And these silly crowds, which apparently are a little bit violent, but are also not entirely strong, unless this claw is just a lot stronger than I gave it credit for. Because it is mincing them a little bit, isn't it? So lots of this miasma stuff is just not very deep. But then is that, with my little eye that I spy over there, 2 crystalline sulfur? You damn right it is, Skippy-Doo. Inventory full. Because I've got so much bloody lithium. I probably missed out some of the ion cubes as well then. Didn't realise I had quite that much. Oh no, because I picked up some lithium, didn't I? So yeah, that's definitely not the case. But I definitely don't need any more. So that is all the crystalline sulfur that we need. We only needed 4. We've picked up 4 and we already had 2. As there seems to be a fair amount around here, I am going to pick up a few more whilst we're here. And then stab a few crabs. Since they think it's a good idea to take on a hulking, giant, mechanized beast. You still going? I thought you were like... I was convinced you were dead. I thought I saw... Yeah, there's some more, look. Okay, we'll see if we can find any more lying around before we go back then. This was actually a lot easier than I anticipated. I was wondering whether we might have to be wandering around for ages looking for this stuff if we happen to come across some. But no, not at all. A bit more down there. So I'm hoping we should now be fully... Oh, that's magnet. Oh, it's magnetite and crystalline sulfur. I managed to spawn 2 resources in the same spot there. Yeah, this should hopefully take all care of our lifelong needs for crystalline sulfur at this point. I can't see, or yes I can. Just as I say that, there's a little bit more hidden underneath. Perfect. So, let's start making our way back then. Before I knew quite how close the Jelly Ray Forest was to us, I was thinking that today's video might pretty much just be us journeying back here, looking aimlessly around, and then eventually making our way, and getting enough, but maybe not making our way back was what I thought might happen, but luckily that didn't work at all. Luckily, we were quite fortuitous and found a wealth of crystalline sulfur almost immediately. So, let's go back. How are we doing for time? 22 minutes. So we can go back and definitely get the next stage of the Neptune built, I would have thought. Be very surprised if we don't do that. We do need to make a few fancy ion power cells and all sorts of things, don't we? So there's a little bit we need to concern ourselves with. Hopefully not too much faffing. We do have lots of ion cubes back at base as well, but at least we do now know that the route to the infinitely spawning ion cube is actually really close. So that's also good to know. Right then. Righty. So we'll have to try and remember which ones they are, because I think Lost River is the one we're probably most likely to head back to if we need to. Just because that's where our base is, it's where we get access to the lava. I suppose if we went to the lava zone, we'd definitely just go to the weapons facility and head through one of those, because both portals there went through that, didn't they? So that's, yeah. So lava zone, I think we'd definitely go through the weapons facility. So yeah, probably only the Lost River is where we really need to travel to through the portals. So we should try to make a sensible... what's what I'm trying to say? A concerted effort, that's what I'm trying to get to. We'll try and make a concerted effort to remember which portals these are. So, it was the two front ones, wasn't it? It's the 2 nearest, so that's easy enough to remember actually, because that one over there takes us to Jelly Ray, and then the one directly opposite it, not directly opposite it, the one that's also at the front leads us to Lost River. Cool. Okay. Let's crack a doodle then. Off we go. Hopefully this one takes us back to the Jelly Ray Forest, and I haven't completely misremembered where I came in. Because that would be a tad embarrassing, wouldn't it? Beacon 5 is close. It's already loaded up. As soon as you go through them, you can actually see the bit of geometry on the other side. So Beacon 5 is super close. We are definitely in the right place. Yay. So let's go into our beacons and turn off all of these beacons that we do not need anymore. So we'll get rid of all of those, and then we'll turn on the Neptune ones we know we're actually heading back to. Although it'd be just southeast, I guess, wouldn't it? Really, just go head southeast, job done, bish bash bosh. Here's our wonderful little beacon. I've done such a good job of getting us down here. And there you go, looks directly southeast, straight to the Neptune, look. Couldn't really be easier, could it? Little bit of a climb to get out of here. Which is just mildly frustrating in the prawn suit. If I go through there, it's just gonna make me go up anyway, isn't it? Well, we'll go this way anyway. I feel like I got myself in a cave. That's what it seems like at the moment. Oh, there we go. And it's even daylight, look. We even get some daylight travelling under our belt. Isn't that going to be nice for everyone involved? A few times I've been back into the shallows since spending all my time down in the Lost River and the lava zone. Feels like I spend almost all of it in darkness, so it's so nice to actually be travelling around during the day. It does make the world of difference. Everything looks so nice and pretty and colourful. Now, so there's the life pod over there, look. We need to go and... Do we need to dock the prawn suit? I mean, we could. Don't know if we need to. Did that just add an element of risk to something which was already fraught with risk anyway? That's what I'm thinking. We do need to know what the Neptune uses. We may as well take it towards the Cyclops anyway, rather than towards the life pod. Didn't think it was all that deep where it was, but it has to be fairly deep to get the... Yeah, there we go. So we'll park our prawn suit just about here. Cool. Right then. Pretty sure we already have enough crystalline sulfur on us. We don't need to worry about empty. I suppose we could dump the rest of the stuff in the Cyclops if we need. So, 4 kyanite, plasteel, 2 iron power cells. And we do need more crystalline sulfur. 4 kyanite, plasteel, 2 ion power cells. So let's go and empty our inventory in the Cyclops, because that is the keeper of all of the goods right now. And we'll use this empty locker at the back here. We'll keep the crystalline sulfur, because we know we're going to need that. We're also going to need the ion cubes at some point. We should probably put the drill suit, the drill arm, back on the prawn suit before we go too far as well. Because we don't want to forget about that, do we? I'm assuming they can't destroy things in your absence, right? That he can't just slowly pick away at the prawn suit. If I look in it, yeah, he's still on 100%. Okay. I assume that'd be the way it would work, but I wanted to make sure. So lots of crystalline sulfur there, wonderful. Right, let's go back to the Cyclops, because it is our nearest... nearest fabricator unit, that's the word I was looking for. So... we need kyanite. Was it 3 kyanite? 4? I think it was 4 kyanite, wasn't it? So we need kyanite. Show me kyanite. 3 kyanite. Show me some more kyanite. Thank you very much. So we have 4 kyanite. Let's put some of this sulfur away, because I'm carrying a little bit too much. That'll do for now, I guess. What can I make with what I've got on me? A blue tablet. Oh, we need to eat and drink and stuff. Right, let's do that then. I've got my stuff stuck in the inventory. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can't take any more. 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. And then we're going to get stabby. But one at a time, apparently, just in case. I think I just took out one of the seeds. I think I took out lots of seeds. Oh no, I'm taking creepvine. Where the hell is the creepvine coming from? From that pesky creepvine. Oh, you... How am I going to do with that? I'll just consume it. Right. And we've got a spare seed. Perfect. Okay. So we need plasteel, which is a titanium ingot and 2 lithium. Titanium ingot, I'm pretty sure, is 10 titanium, right? So we need 10 titanium, 2 lithium. I do have a titanium ingot somewhere. Trying to locate it might be a bit of a pain. We have 2 lithium. I mean, tell me we've got titanium. I'm sure I had lots of titanium, right? Got a little bit there. And a little bit there. But not as much as I... Oh, there's a lot there. I would like to use... I'm sure I had an ingot. That I'm sure I didn't use for anything else. So where would that have gone? No batteries. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Then let's take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 10? I think so. And let's get the plasteel built. Part 1, part 2. Awesome. And now we need 2. Was power cells, wasn't it? It wasn't batteries. I'm pretty sure it was power cells. Yeah. Just by the icon alone, really. So ion battery, we need 2 of those. So ion cube, gold, silver, silicone rubber. Ion cube, which I've got on me. Gold, silver, and silicone rubber. Now, I did see some silicone rubber somewhere, didn't I? Where did that go? Where did that go? There it is. So take a couple of those. A couple of silver as well, seeing as they're there. That's copper. Now, I was pretty sure I had some stuff for everything. But I don't recall seeing any gold as we were searching through these containers. Nope. We have 0 gold. What are the chances that I'll have any gold on the base? It's not seeming good, is it? So, don't know we will get the Neptune part built today, the fuel part. Might have to go on a bit of a gold hunt instead. We are running a little short on time as well. It is up to about 34 minutes of recording.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I know it shouldn't be in any of these obvious ones at the front, but we'll check them. Definitely not the empty ones. Oh. 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 2 gold. Yes, please. And in fact, we'll just use this fabricator here, since we're already there. So let's make 2 ion batteries. Wonderful. And let's make 2 ion power cells. Now, for if for any reason these... Oh, what am I missing? Oh, it needs 2 ion batteries to make it. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. 2 more gold. That is the end of our gold. We need 1 more silver. Was that more? That was copper, wasn't it? Oh, it is gold. Okay, back to the Cyclops. That makes sense, really. You can't just chuck a battery with some silicon rubber and make a better battery. You need 2 batteries to combine to make a better battery. That does make sense now that I think about it for a second. Right, so we need more silver. Nope. 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 Oh, come on now. Somewhere I've got loads of silver. Where's it all gone? Right, did I pick up? Yeah, 2 silver, 2 gold, and 2 iron cubes, of which we only have 1 at the moment. Now, all the iron cubes are on the bloody base, aren't they? I do not have another one on me. Seriously. Oh, I do. Oh, that's good. Let's make a couple more batteries. And then a power cell. And I do believe, unless I have got something a little bit mixed up and everyone's at home swearing at me because I'm doing it wrong, I do believe that should be enough to make our next Neptune part in the dark as well. Fantastic. That is everything. Go. Go and do your thing. You crazy little robots just turning a handful of materials into a giant fuel pod. Almost done. Done. Awesome. So next is the Neptune cockpit. So is that the last bit then? We need a Cyclops shield generator that we can just take from the Cyclops. A plasteel ingot, which is easy to do. Some enameled glass that we already have. And a computer chip, which is also very easy. So if that is the last bit, is the next video going to be the end of the series entirely? It may well be. It may well be. And then at some point we're going to have to climb up this and say goodbye to the world of Subnautica. Oh my word. I mean, I knew we were near the end, but I just sort of thought... Because I jumped off last time, didn't I? Of course I did. Just sort of had the impression in my head that this game just would never end. Just want to see... I'm assuming there's nothing really to see at the moment. I just want to have a look from up the top, really. Can't imagine there'll be much going on right now, obviously. Oh, there is the door there. The door is there. I don't suppose the door opens, does it? Oh, it completely does. Oh, that's cool. And then it looks like we're going to have some sort of like mini game to get all this up and running. Now, I've not built a communications array. Auxiliary power, maybe. Hydraulic, yes. So, yeah. Wondering if there is a bit more to it. After once we built the rocket, we have to build certain systems, maybe. But I guess we will find out next time in Subnautica. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you've enjoyed this half as much as I have, please do click the like button. It is really appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already. And as always, any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. Thank you so much to you guys for all your help throughout this series. It has honestly been invaluable. Don't know what I would have done without it. Don't forget, we stream on the channel every Wednesday at 6 PM, so I'll hopefully see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Subnautica, where we get the crew pod put on top of the Neptune rocket and then see what it needs after that. Very exciting. Alright then. As always, thank you very much for joining me.